administration, I granted them independence. I granted autonomy also to the local government. So it's already in practice before the official local government autonomy now came. We were already on the practice. The judiciary was already on her own, doing their own stuff, doing their own macro and micro management of whatever resources. And the divide was just made in a way that I know what it is. The head man gets a lot of change in there. So instead of him fixing what he started as an anxiety, he now shifted to us. So if you ask members of the judiciary, they will explain that to you. I even picked this up from them. But this information I've now let out is the first time coming from me, but that is a fact because the records are there. So it is not even an anxiety. He was now calling on some documentation for increment. If any salaries were increased in the state, you know, the establishment should also have theirs very separate, you know, and all that. They asked the labor group in the state, the teachers union, the transport workers and everything. So we don't have anxieties with them. We don't have anxieties with civil servants. We don't have any with the Teachers Association at our universities. We don't. And at tertiary schools. We don't. So we don't have any in the local government. And rather, since I came in, nobody is being owed. No lecturer, no professor is being owed at BSU, at the Benue State University. We spend over 1 billion naira to clear everything, their backlogs that were left in there. So, and this is why you cannot hear anything strike, you know, from their lips. So we are at par and they're doing their own bit for the growth of the state. So this is a fact. Now, politically, I want to establish that when newness comes, there are certain people who are feeding on unapportioned largesse. And when you now try to say it should not be a handful of people, the largesse, so-called, should go to the common masses. In fact, you expect a fight back. It's like you're fighting corruption. It fights back and bites hard. So this is the experience in here. There are some people within the political ranks of ours in the state here who feel that there should be no projects. Salary should not be paid. Pension should never be paid. Hospitals should never be fixed. Schools should be left unfixed. But then once we get the FAQ accounts, go submit, and then you tell them, sir, here it is. Then they take what they want and then give the rest to you, say, go manage with the state what you can. There are too many things at stake. Immoral study, there is an evil, and then there is, call it a small one. These are options. They can still be evils, but it is an option that serves the majority of the people. So you now settle for the lesser evil. All of us here are receivers. All of you are receivers. Us, everybody in this hall is a receiver.